Mum. Mum. I trashed and struggled against the hands that held me. Mommy. I screamed desperately. Wake up. Jessie. Who's calling me? Mum? No, this voice is more masculine and so pleasant. Who is it? I want to know. Jessie. Open your eyes. The voice commanded. My eyes fluttered slowly. I wanted to see who's calling. The darkness around me disappeared as the blinding sunlight lit my vision. Someone was there. Oliver? He gave me a reassuring smile. His expression relieved. I'm here. He leaned and kissed me. What happened? What happened? I voiced my thoughts. He looked at me, his eyes holding unshed tears. He hesitated, his eyes searched mine. You need to explain some things, son. An elder man spoke. I turned my head to see who I'm guessing was the pack doctor. What do you mean? I have nothing to tell you. I tried to push Oliver off of me, my hands still shaking from the nightmare I had. It was again about the murder of my mother. Not now, Oliver warned and glared at the doctor. We must approach the matter now before it'll be too late. He almost died. He wrapped his hands around me tightly. What did he just say? Died? I whispered, stunned. When did that happen? The last thing I remember was passing out due to pain. Was it that crucial? I almost lost you. His voice sounded broken. Exactly, Alpha. Therefore we must hurry and find a cure. The doctor was ignored as Oliver nuzzled my neck. I raised my hand hesitantly and caressed his head. Seeing him like that frightened me more than the fact I almost died, which still baffled me. What do you want? I asked the doctor, my tone colder than I meant. I just hated werewolves. He seemed unfazed. Your blood tests came back. When did he take blood from me? They showed something interesting. I raised my brows and gestured him to continue. Oliver was tense. To put it bluntly, he inhaled deeply. Are you a werewolf? Carla was a young and fierce hunter. She and her brother Terry used to travel and hunt werewolves like there was no tomorrow. Both of them were skillful and had years of experience. They were known as the Death Duo. With passion and fire they loved their job. Hunting was all for them. Since they were little they were taught to hate werewolves. They were unstoppable and even packs feared them. It all seemed to go the way the fates planned for them. They truly believed it was their destiny, or at least way of life. The pair of them, brother and sister, werewolves hunters. However, in one of their journeys, something that none of them anticipated happened. Carla found her mate. The problem was that her mate that the fates chose for her was from the kind she despised so much, a werewolf. Carla was mortified. How could such a thing happen? She and Terry then decided to run. They lowered their profile, disappearing and leaving no trails behind them. It worked, but the mating bond was too strong and Carla did a mistake. She and the werewolf mated secretly. She fell for him and even expected a baby, their offspring. After I was born it was much harder to hide me and her. I grew up with her and Uncle Terry, the werewolf. My father visited as much as he could. With time changes occurred in him. He no longer seemed satisfied with my mother and me, afraid that our existence will be exposed. He seemed distressed. He and my mother argued more. I was just a kid when it happened. One night he sneaked to the place we lived in, wearing a cloak to hide his face. He stabbed my mom with a knife. I ran away and hid in the closet. When the door opened it revealed the worried face of Uncle Terry. My uncle and I ran away, barely managing to escape. We settled in a small house in the woods, far from that pack. I made an oath to avenge my mom's death. I was just a kid then, but it didn't matter. I begged Terry to teach me to be a hunter. He was reluctant at first but agreed. I was part human, part werewolf, half-breed. I hated my werewolf part and did as I could to hide that. I forced my body to deny the changing. Only full moons were the hardest. With the years my beast became weak of calling to me. I was a human, a werewolf, a hunter. Yes. I stared blankly at the doctor. Oliver snapped his head to look at me. His eyes held so many emotions. I didn't blame him. I was a werewolf that went after werewolves. In his eyes I must have looked like a traitor, but who cares? I'm a hunter and I'm proud of it. I will keep hunting werewolves. I will keep hunting those monsters. They are nothing but filthy lowlifes, beasts with no morals, and yet here I'm mated to one, falling for him. I even call him by his name. Nevertheless, I will not abandon my goal in life, my revenge. I will kill that man that murdered my mother so coldly. I will torture him until he begs for mercy. I will kill that man who gave me life. He'll pay. I will kill my father. Yes, I'm a werewolf.